So I've got 3 top tips for toddler bedtimes here. My number 1, 2 and 3, the most favourite ones I have. Number 1, earlier dinner. Not always possible if you're coming back from work and little ones coming back from childcare, but even if you can only do it on the weekends, give it a go. It's a great experiment. Now, the ideal time, I think, for meal times for little ones, even right through to school age, is somewhere between 4 and 5. I know it's really early, right? But the more energy children have, the more curiosity they have, the better their motor skills, the more likely they are to accept new foods and accept more food. So if it's something you've slaved over a hot stove for and you're really wanting them to eat it, I would definitely give it to them earlier. That avoids time for them to snack and sort of graze around the house looking for things. This is a great opportunity to feed them at a time of day where they are naturally hungry. So the next tip, which kind of leads on from this really, is that with an earlier dinner, you can afford to take the whole bedtime routine a little bit slower. This means that you can avoid saying, quick, hurry up, come on, we've got to get this done. Put your arms up, put your arms in, put your leg in, come on, in the bath, come on out of the bath, let's brush your teeth, all of those things that we always tend to do. We can take it at a slower pace. We can let the kids lead the way and tell us what comes next and let them play around with doing their own teeth or dressing themselves. And it really puts you on the right foot for a more harmonious bedtime. Now, the third tip, particularly with toddlers, is if bedtime is long and drawn out. For example, you put your toddler to bed at 7, because that's like the magic time that everybody believes children should go to bed. You put your child to bed at 7 and they muck about till 8:30 at night, I would say that child is probably not tired enough. Now, that may be an oversimplified view of what's happening. There may be other things going on, but in my experience of toddlers delaying bedtime, that is the number 1 cause. They're not tired for whatever reason, whether they've napped late in the afternoon or they just simply are not ready for sleep for whatever reason. So in this scenario, if 7 o'clock is the normal bedtime but they're not falling asleep till 8:30, I would suggest put them down at 8:15 and just see if that makes the whole thing much more enjoyable. You can spend that extra time reading in a dimly lit room, playing together calmly, just hanging out in a really nice way rather than getting frustrated with each other because your child won't go to sleep, you've got things to do, and your child's resentful of being in bed because they're just not tired. So those are my top 3 tips. You can do them straight away tonight. It's not going to involve any extra tears. There's no sleep training involved, but it can improve the whole situation by as much as 50% in my experience. So give it a go. And if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, get in touch, book a chat with me, or even hop on the website and grab yourself a copy of my toddler handbook where I go into much more detail about sleep hygiene and the bedtime routine, because that's where a lot of the secrets lie. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know.